pick up where we left off. He had a dream. He went to that dragon temple, and that a girl was dead, and he was holding a bloody saber or sword or something. So obviously, she must have tripped and fallen on the sword, and he went to help her. And she was so ungrateful she died. For Sombral. This music's so bloody good. Hey, you wanna be friends? Oh yeah, with these pre-rendered backgrounds, it's always like, where is the real path? Where can you walk? Can you jump on anything? Can you access it? Oh, look at this, we're in the water. Oh, I love the water effects. Just roll along, buddy. Let's take out sand squirt. 3. Terrible. Oh, 5. Okay. Anyway, this one. Yeah! Smack him right in the chin. Alright, let's try that one again. Oh, you missed. 5, a little 5 slap up at squirt gun. I'm gonna make myself squirt. 8. We're okay. I don't quite understand the best way to do this. But, oh, I see. As you get attacks in, it lowers your percent. It raises your percentage. So you can hit him with a light or medium, so that hard one is better. So 87, 75, 65. So we'll do the 87 for sure. We're gonna hit, and that it doesn't do as much damage, but it raises our possibility to hit the next one. So. Oh, the one that he just dodged. It's like playing XCOM. We have all the joy of missing an attack. Our battle system really, really makes use of missed attacks. Isn't that great? There are more missed attacks in Chrono Cross than any other JRPG. Isn't that great? No, it's not. I was being sarcastic. Missing is the worst. Nobody wants to miss. Search found some tablet. Drop these tablets and you'll feel good. You'll feel really good. Oh my god, are you gonna feel good? And look, I can press space. That didn't do anything. Okay, alright. That space bar in this program was supposed to make it go faster. Like this. Oh god, this sounds so horrible. But, you know, we could grind if we need to. Which is nice, because then I don't have to worry about... What the hell? I just went on that little asshole, and now I'm here. Ooh. He searched found bone. Sir's going bone. Shit. Random attack. Who's this? I love that ocean scene. It's this slightly different configuration from last time. Skip it. A very soothing battle theme. Alright, let's go in the hole. And where are we? Is this like a shortcut? Or is there like a chest in here? Oh. He found an ivory helmet. Put it on. Put on the helmet. Sea swallow. If this guy sees it, he swallows it. A helmet made from bone. And what does it do? Improves hit percentage. A helmet made from bone. You get more accurate with the more you attack. That's right, I harvested a baby elephant. Well, let's wear the silver loop. The helmet does nothing. Unless I need to get into the ivory club. So maybe oh, you can like combine these things together. I think there's like a synthesis kind of deal. Maybe ivory is just the crap that everybody has. He's fighting with an oar. They live off the land, man. the ivory, the paddles. This is them. I mean, he probably found that ivory. Right? You did, didn't you? Is that a dead elephant behind you? Why does its head look like that? Whee! Yep. I can smell that good. Okay, so Risky Boots, you understand this? Where was I supposed to go? Lizard Rock, Lizard Rock. I guess I was to meet somebody Lizard Rock North. So you understand the combat system? Okay, well, we did all that and went the wrong fucking way, so. Didn't you know where you're supposed to meet her in Lizard Rock? The old man tells you. It's very clear. He's the third old man you talk to back in the main central hub when you first leave your opening mission, but not after the first 10 hours of the game have been completed. Adoy. Now get in the water and wash off that shame. Oh, the game is frozen. Let's unfreeze it. Thank you. Hey, we're back. It was frozen, and now it's not. You think they know the way? Ah, I don't want to fight. Oh, you're gonna fight. Oh, yeah. That's a very peaceful victory theme. Because everyone's dead. Rudy, 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 Rudy! Light attacks consume 1, medium consume 2, heavy consume 3. That's good. And there's a stamina bar underneath. Spells and consumables consume all of your stamina. Welcome, Rudy. Thank you. Doop, 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 doop. I'm on top of a tree. That's cool. Who knew? Who knew this little monkey boy could climb a tree? Yes, you did. Oh, maybe we have to follow that dick. Damn it! I love XCOM though, but yeah, I would prefer it if they could get rid of that percentage or just make it some more simplified. So that's one thing I'm worried about with this one, is that it's going to be like a lot of big misses, you know. I don't know if I've played a better turn-based JRPG combat system than Final Fantasy X. For turn-based, and a better real-time one than Final Fantasy 13. Hey, that guy ran away down here, so I'm not gonna go. I wouldn't go up here. What? This is complicated. Maybe it's not, but it's confusing to me. Like, oh, that's why I should have bought the remaster instead. I love X's. The percent, yeah, I guess the percent gives us some variety, and it's worth a try. But I love 10s because you could. The thing 10 does so well is that it lets you know who gets the next bunch of attacks. What's the attack order, and then different actions changing that turn order. You know, whether it's like trying to get them to miss a turn or using an item instead of doing a big attack. Yeah, Final Fantasy X too. The battle system is pretty good, and it definitely inspired. Final Fantasy 13, because Tenchu was really had like some really great ideas, but it was just really difficult to manage everything. So 13 found a way to manage all that stuff a lot better. Group it up more. Control 3 of them at the same time. Where'd that guy go off to? Yeah, it's basic. I know I'm a basic bitch when I say two of my favorite things in JRPGs, and I just named 2 Final Fantasy games. There he is. Do I have to sneak up on him? Oh, that's what. Yeah, you have to sneak up on him, I think. So how do you do that? Probably walk slowly. All right, I'm catching up. I haven't played this for a few days, so. Yeah. Yeah, no, I definitely think it's fantastic. I just feel a bit like one time I was talking to my friends and they were talking about their favorite Bob Marley songs, and I said, "You guys like jamming?" They go, "No, that's not even real reggae. That's the dumb one." But he talks about Jah. Final Fantasy 12 is pretty fun. Okay, so is this not a sneaking up kind of situation? Maybe that guy's just for decoration. Yeah, Final Fantasy 12 is fun. And when you first get to that point where you can just set it on automatic and have it grind, it feels so good. In Final Fantasy 12, I remember the automated system was like... it was very fun to set up. And it made dealing with the mobs fun. But I found it made the boss battles... kind of lame. It just made them feel like there wasn't really a lot of strategy. You just you had healers and you had attackers, and that was kind of it. Same thing with Final Fantasy 15. It was all that action, that real-time stuff was fun for dealing with mobs. But when you would do boss battles, it just felt it felt tedious because there was a strategy where you just would attack and you dodge every once in a while, here and there, and then anytime you want, you can instantly warp away and heal yourself and get your magic up again. So it's kind of like there's no challenge because you can always run away from the boss. All right, look at this dick. So he's running into the water. So maybe I need to be in the water. So apparently there's a rock or something you can push somewhere. Maybe I need to catch him in the water. Oh. So I think I found it. Alright, so if you go up this tree, you blast this guy's ass, and then you can go down. And then this guy seems to be here now, isn't he? Matty, oh, how are you doing? Alright, let's go with... oh, shit. Don't jump there. Sheesh. That's pretty cool. I love that yellow font. That looks nice. Alien 3. The David Fincher classic. That David Fincher had taken away from him. Oh, assembly cut, okay. Yeah! So what's the assembly cut all about? Is that closer to what Fincher wanted to do? Assembly cut just makes it sound like they gave it to some workers, you know, on like a conveyor belt or like down by the docks. Oh yeah, we'll assemble it. You artsy fartsies, we'll put the film together. Bring it over here. Aliens 3 is one I would watch. It would come on TV every once in a while, or we had a movie channel. I remember watching one Alien movie where it was like Sigourney Weaver was, I think, having sex with an alien. She was kind of all curled up and covered in goo. And I was probably about 15 or 16 years old and thought, I like this. Assembly cut adds 30 minutes, changes a few things. Extended intro, more character scenes, altered plot points. The dog is not the birthing animal, it's an ox. Yeah, I think it is Resurrection. With Winona Ryder. Alright, we got a dragon scale. rest of these punk asses. Yeah, she shaved her head because she's real tough. But she had to shave her head in Alien 3 too because she's in a prison colony. Ah, God damn it, are you listening to me, Parker? Sigourney Weaver. What a hero. Let's just kill all these guys, and maybe that'll solve it. Oh my god. Well, me and Matt have a review of the first Alien movie, actually, on this YouTube channel. Oh yeah, gets the lice. The studio thought lice was icky, so we just took it out. The first one is, yeah, they're very different movies. I mean, I love the first one because it's a very tight movie. It has like a lot of suspense. The characters act quite logically. And the reveal of the alien and them it sort of chasing them down. It's a very nice, tense thriller slasher movie. And then Aliens is just like James Cameron, kind of like Terminator 2, total action craziness. Yes, we do. And we are, well, I'm slowly working on editing our the last of the first 5 Avengers French, what would you call that? The Avengers series movie. We're going to review every Avengers movie, every MCU. I don't know why I'm saying Avengers, every MCU. So, we'll launch the channel soon and it'll have videos on it. For free. Yes. Because I've never seen most of the Avengers movies, and Matt has seen them many times. The Infinity Saga. Jean Assad. Yeah, we actually have a whole bunch of other movie reviews on this channel too. Like, we did all the Harry Potters. And we do kind of the odd geek movie that comes out, you know, like that Zack Snyder zombie thing. We did 101 Dalmatians. We do a whole bunch. Oh, Point Break, that was fun. My first time watching that, I loved it. I didn't realize how good it was. I tend to like simple, effective things. I don't like a lot of complication. I think especially in a movie, there's just not a lot of time to get your point across. Everything needs to count. Oh, the one before? Spider-Man 2? Is that Far From Home or Homecoming? The one where they go to Europe with Jakey Gyllenhaal. Far From Home. I love those Spider-Man movies. They're fun. I don't think they're masterpieces or anything, but I just think they do it really, really well. They have a great cast. I think they really have their own flavor away from the MCU. The Lighthouse. Looks like we got ourselves a film buff here. I only watch black and white movies in 4:3. Whoa. Alright. I've seen Citizen Kane. Well, also Spider-Man is a Sony project. Is it not? Or is Spider-Man just Sony and Spider-Man's a Marvel project? Has anyone seen Everything All at Once? What is it called? Everything, everywhere, all at once. Alright. Okay, well, we caught that one guy jumping down the tree. Yeah, I've heard a million good things about it. Oh, the newer Planet of the Apes. Okay, there's this guy. So where's he going? He's running around. He's a little faster than me. He runs in circles. I might be able to catch up to him. Oh, I think I can. Oh, yes. Oh, what a race. Oh, what a race. You little shit. Oh, yeah. Got him. You mean everyone we know? No, I have not. Grand Hotel Budapest, eh? Did you not see his more recent stuff? I mean, that's the nice thing about Wes Anderson is, you know, if the movie's good or bad, it's like with the Tarantino, you're gonna get a specific style. Yes, look at her. Big Mama Komodo. Look, she has only white eyes. Stab. Smack. Stab. I wonder, okay, so if light attack uses less stamina, then maybe I should just only do light attacks. I wonder what the ratio is like, the percentage. Is it worth it where you really need to get those heavier attacks in? Or do I just keep hitting him with this? I'm never going to miss. I get to do more of them. That was cool. Aqua Beam. Prepare. You have 43 health out of 56. With an Aqua Beam, boom, 27 damage. Well, you better heal yourself or you're fucking dead. I think my favorite Wes Anderson is definitely... Probably my passion favorite is Rushmore. And then maybe Royal Tenenbaums. And, yeah. Oh, man, Life Aquatic. I think if I could only have one, it'd be Rushmore. But I think Royal Tenenbaums is probably better overall. And then Life Aquatic. Life Aquatic, I probably need more time in between to watch, but it's like very, very, very. It's got a really strong personality. It's a little more focused. And it's the most adventurous one, well, that I've seen. All right, buddy, have a good Alien 3. Try to just look real hard for the David Fincher of it all. See what you can find. Wouldn't it be cool if it was easier to edit movies? Because I would love to chop up some of my favorite movies so I could watch them and just cut out the boring parts. That'd be fun. Without having to, I don't know, I guess you just have to dump it into Vegas and do it. Do a nice little edit and be Topher Grace, the way he edits The Phantom Menace. I've seen some cool edits of the prequels where they combine the first three movies and they use 80s synth music and more of a pink hue and stuff, and they kind of cut out a lot of the dialogue and it's more of a visual experience. It's really cool. There you are. Sorry I'm late. I hope you didn't already wait too long. Sergey. That's true. You need the boring parts to make the good parts good. The OST in this game is so bloody good. Gotta go. Did you get the Komodo dragon scales? Here. Oh, they're beautiful. I'll be able to make a great necklace with these. Thank you, Surge. Now give me a kiss! Oh, turned away. Sure, it's been a long time since we last came home. We used to come all the time. Come on, lady. Yeah, let's both look out at the ocean. Ooh, cool animation on that. The sea never changes, does it? It's been rolling, 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 rolling since long before we were born. Been here for eternity, it seems. It's probably been many things. It's seen many things. It heard many things. No, this isn't gonna be Kingdom Hearts. No. It'll probably keep rolling, 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 rolling. Yeah. Long after our lifetime, without a single change. Hey, Serge. Remember we used to sit and talk like this when we were kids? Remember the sitting and the talking part? And now you just stand and stare like some soldier who came back from Iraq? With the gentle sea breeze and the tranquil sound of the waves. Just the two of us. Remember ice cream? Talking? Do you still remember that day? I don't remember. Bye. I remember. I personally don't remember, but I bet you he does. Really? You do? You haven't forgotten about the promise we made that day. That makes me happy. But aren't memories strange? This chick is like, did she just take those dragon scales and she's having a psychedelic trip right now? Isn't the ocean seen everything, man? And aren't memories weird? Just when you think you've forgotten about something, it comes floating back into your heart. I guess it's just lying there and waiting for that right moment. I think this girl's hinting, Surge. Go for it. Why, we might even remember this very moment someday. 10, 20 years when we're all grown up and married and have kids of our own. Then one day, when that time comes, I wonder what kind of adults we'll be. What kind of life will I be leading? I wonder what to make of this day. We'll forget it eventually. We'll never forget this day. Yeah, I hope you're right. Surge is something I've been wanting to... Uh-oh, the music stopped. We're gonna get interrupted. Bum, 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 bum. What song, Surge? You're getting that far off look in your eyes, like the soldiers that came back from Iraq. Surge, come back to me. Sea monster? Tidal wave. Tsunami. Oh, cutscene. like the way they showed that when he fell, his arms didn't come up to protect him, like he's actually unconscious. That was really nice. When you walk away. What are you doing there, boy? It's dangerous to sleep out here. So we went from a dream, maybe, to waking up in a village, to then the water maybe doing something and magic around us, and now, where are we? Okay, same spot. The girl's gone. The dragon's here. You alright, boy? What on earth are you doing lying down, anyway? For a second I thought you might have been a dead body, washed ashore. But you were alive. No. The girl. Where's the girl? Did you get all that? Huh? Where's... Oh, so he's not going to talk. But we can choose. Where's Lena? You were the only one I saw when I got here. Are you a friend of Lena's? I believe she's in the village, babysitting. Bitch left me? Well, I'd best be on my way. If you're looking for Lena, stop by the village. You know, you shouldn't be playing out here, boy. Wouldn't want anyone to come around and touch a dead boy body, would you? Bye. I love his big, giant pink socks. He does kind of look like Sora, actually. Is this who we have to blame for Sora? Sora, a bitch. You gotta hide something behind here. You gotta hide something back there. But they don't. Don't spoil me, Risky Boots. I've never heard in a game before. Masterpiece. I'm scared if I go in here, it's gonna cut the sound off. Yeah. Okay, the enemies are different. And the music's different. And there's a sign. Danger. El Paso Beach. Keep out. I know where the holes are. Wow, this is pretty trippy. This is a very, it's like a psychological, I don't know, kind of like a psychological thriller in a way. The way it's... Can you duck below these guys? The way we don't really know what's going on, it just keeps changing. It's gonna be like Jacob's Ladder. I like that we're on this beautiful, nice beach and these fish look so horrible. So mean and dastardly. Well, they look drunk. They look fucked up. Maybe they're just those animals. Dude, stop hitting me, dude. Dude, I'm dead. Very DreamWorks. Yeah, that map was ridiculous. We're gonna show you this nice big map with the most gorgeous map theme ever. other than maybe Final Fantasy IX World Map Theme. Oh yeah, but you can walk 2 steps. He doesn't have a lot of expression on his face, this guy. Surge. Go, go, go! Yes. I'm pretty intrigued by the game so far, the story. It's pretty wild. Should I bother getting that? Move. You and me.
Mano a mano, I'm gonna kill you. Oh yeah, oh you got me. Oh, I'm defenseless. Okay, I changed my mind. Don't do it. I'm just a pup. You wouldn't murder a pup, would you? What are you, like an abortion doctor?
What? PS1 face and silent protagonist. Look, I'm cosplaying as Surge. This is how he talks. What is it? You're looking for Lena? Ivory helmet. Well, that was consistent with last time. But we do some serial killing. And just like a good serial killer, we start off by killing animals. Baby animals, too. They started. Lena! Thanks for ditching me. Leaving me for dead. Well, now you're Narnie. Oh. Is this not the right village? Is this not Lena Village? He said the village. It might not mean Arnie. Them group of thieves up in the mainland. The Radical Dreamers. What a badass thieving group name. Oh, this music is so good. Nikki for the Magical Dreamers. Look at that beautiful, blurry, pixelated hunk. That was one of the first things that, I mean, Metal Gear Solid 1 is full of a lot of mind-blowing things, but when you first see those faces, this is like a haze with the suggestion. It's like an impressionist painting. It's pretty wild. But I think it suits it really well. Just everything else is like very hard polygons. It's a bit strange. Where's Lena? Look at twerking butt. Be a shame if somebody walked right up to it and just, you know. Yeah. Maybe she's in my room. What the fuck? There's a fucking dragon in here. What are you doing here, man? This is my island. Well, I'll let you rest here for a little while, man. You want to rest, man? Sure, I'll rest again. This is crazy. That'll be 100G. This is my fucking room. I'm not lifting those up. Talk about Dreamcast. I had a Dreamcast. I loved it. What are you doing in my house? My house isn't a playground for you kids, all right? Go play outside. Who are you? Let's see your face. Who? Marge? Who the heck's that? I've lived in this house for 5 years now. The name doesn't ring a bell. Whatever with all your gibberish, man. Just get out of here. Well, what does she look like? I want to see her face on the profile picture. Oh, really? I said I don't know. You're such a pest. I've never heard of Serge or Marge. Maybe you hit your head in the wrong place. And you're mentally damaged and maybe bleeding from the brain. So, get out of here. Can't have you dying on the floor. Go disturb someone else. Wasn't that a lady? Looked like a lady to me. A feminine person. Oh, it is a guy. Oh my god. When his head shifts up and down, it's like a funhouse mirror. It gets really wide in the middle. That is fucked. Okay. The El Nido Triangle. Yeah, I love Dreamcast. I played Shenmue 1 was a great time. Seaman was a great time. Me and my roommates would play that. Virtua Tennis was incredible. All the Marvel vs. Capcom games, all those arcade games were perfectly translated. The Royal Rumble game was pretty decent. There were some pretty good sports games on there. 2K series. Crazy Taxi. It was easy to pirate games. I always wanted to play Ikaruga, but it never... It was the hardest one to burn. Because it was so small. Yeah. Yeah, it was like beer goggles tonight. These old timers are gonna die. Alright, where the fuck is Lena? Do you know Lena? Hello. I have great elements. Show me your elements. Sure. Just 1 second. It's that kind of place. It's a port town. What do we have? You have a number allocated, number stockpiled. What does that mean? So stockpile, I guess, would be them. So I will buy this. Shit. Number allocate? Oh, I see. I now have 3 fireballs and I have not used them. I see. Aqua beam. Maybe I'll buy one. We might have 3 people in a party. I guess we'll get some more medicine. Probably another one of those cures would be good. Fireballs are not consumable. You can turn off the wobble in the 3D models in the emulator. Be like the original wobble. Yeah, I like it. Hi there. I left. I'd like to see your other stuff, but I didn't know how to access it from that previous menu. Forge. What can I do with this ivory helmet? You can make an ivory helmet out of bones and screws. I thought I was going to do something with the ivory helmet that didn't seem to do shit. I'll buy a spatula. Oh, you just making things. You can have multiples of the same spell. Spells can only be used once per battle. Oh, okay. That is very strange. So it's not bad to have multiple spells. Multiple. Hey, stranger. Do you know what's popular among the village girls these days? A bracelet made from a rainbow shell. I want to get some for Kiki, but those shells are so hard to find. Oh no! If I don't do something about this now, Kiki might start liking Lolo. That's what he said last time, I believe. It's just kind of like Shaun of the Dead. I can't comprehend my son anymore. He hasn't worked in years. There was a time he had to start set on becoming a man of the sea. Like his old man. He'd be an old seaman. Seaman. But look at him now. Praying to that silly looking doll day and night. What's gotten into him? Let me see this doll kid. Is this your son? Daddy always spends his time downstairs. He won't play with me. And he gets real mad if I go down there too. He didn't used to be like that. Bet he doesn't like me anymore. So is this the grandfather? Yeah, that's Grandpa Head. 10 years ago, my husband's friend lost a son. The boy drowned at sea at the tender age of 7. Is that us? Are we 7? Soon after, the boy's parents passed away too. Such a sad turn of events. That's when my husband changed. Never did I imagine he would end up like this. His way of life has changed completely. Okay, I'm just going to go into your basement, strangers, and look into your sensitive family situation. Bye, Rudy, 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 Rudy. Have some fun with these. Look at this shit, man. All hail the flamboyant straw man. Hi. No answer. Seems to be just a straw doll. Yeah, I wasn't expecting an answer. Oh, hello there. I just finished praying. I was about to start praying. Hey, take a look. It's called Mojo. It's a good luck charm from the Far East. Can you feel the love and affection oozing from it? Such an amazing messenger of love and courage. Are you on ecstasy? Think about it, my brother. Our everyday lives are controlled by uncertainty and fear. Even though I don't understand what's going on in this world, I'm liking the way they're telling the story. Hours spent yesterdays and an uncertain tomorrow. How we live a meaningless today. This holy item, filled with the prayers of people today, protects us and supports us. Come on, my brother. Let us pray together and bring peace of mind to our hearts. Uh-oh, what's that symbol? Didn't they get rid of that in the 40s? Where you can find true love and peace of mind within Mojo. I'll pray with you. No answer. Alright, pray. You should be praying to these cool statues. Oh, look at this big skull. This is pretty wild. God, the environments are so beautiful. The music is so gorgeous. Real instruments, real recordings. I love the great lighting effects, the beautiful rendered backgrounds. Okay, what do we do now? We need to find Lena. The pier's up ahead. Don't be doing any mischief to them boats. What do you think I'm gonna do? A boat is like a limb to our fishermen. But I guess outsiders like you wouldn't understand. Don't be putting anything in the holes on the boats. Look, it's Lena. Okay, well that kid yippied last time we were here, and that guy was also there. So what's going on? My guess is she's not going to recognize him. Who are you? Wow. Kimi got it this. Have we met somewhere before? Are you from Termina? Hey, yeah, you. Don't be trying to pull any moves on our Lena, you jerk. Don't be silly. Don't go swimming out too far now, you hear? You might get eaten by a shark or drown. Okay, gotcha. Kids. I guess kids will be kids. Kids. Don't worry about them. We're not really responsible. You know, you look a lot like the boy who used to live next door to me. So are we far into the future? What was his name? What happened to him? Yeah, what was his name? Why do you want to know his name? That boy died. He drowned when he was years ago. So, was he 7? I guess? Was he that 7-year-old? Soon after his mother passed away, too. I was still very young back then. Oh, so those are her kids. And she was talking earlier. Maybe we'll grow up and have kids. Gotcha. I don't remember too well, but my mom says his name was... Surge. Okay, so we're 10 years in the future. And people think he's dead. Maybe he did die. No one remembers him. She has kids. Wow, this game moves fast. I'm Surge. That's nonsense. I'm Surge. You're Surge? Stop that. It's not even funny. The boy is dead. Do you know what the man who wanders the beach does when he finds dead boys? That boy. I guess I kind of liked him. Him being all dead and stuff. If that boy was still alive today, and he came up to me and told me his name was Surge, I wonder what I'd say. Sure is weird. Why am I opening up to you like this after you said you were Surge? Well, I guess there's no use thinking about the past. It's not like Surge is going to come back on this dock. Mom always tells me I shouldn't dwell on a lost loved one. Like when Dad went out for too long one night, she moved on real quick. You can find his grave up on Cape Howell. Actually, why don't you go visit the gravesite? No one's been up there in a while. And in these kind of games, we suggest what you should do next in the dialogue. Well, I still have some chores to finish. Sorry I blew up at you like that. Goodbye, stranger. Even though you told me your name, I will not believe it. So is she going to bring the kids in and then go do chores? Are those her kids? You'll find the boy's grave up on Cape Howell. It'd be great if you could visit it. I'm sure Surge would be happy too. Okay, so we are 10 years into the future. That's why... Alright, let's go up to the grave. Interesting. I like the way they unravel the story. Where'd you say the grave was? Up on Dino Hill? Cape Howell. Sorry, world theme. I walked a few steps. Oh, shit. Do you really wanna hurt me? Oh my god, this is so pixelated. Why? Is it because I'm not using the right shader, or is that just the style at the time? I guess it's because the treasure chest is a 3D object, or maybe pixel art. It's not a nice drawing. Holy fuck. I got something for you. You know, try to start typing and it doesn't type. Bloody... I think I can do that better. I'm such a Breath of the Wild. I'm a Breath of the Wild stan. As they say. Alright, the grave. This is such a beautiful scene. Look at his face distorting. This game is like kind of ugly in its tech. You know, I don't remember Final Fantasy VII looking like this. There's some writing on the tombstone. I'm glad I made you laugh. R.I.P. Our beloved Surge died age 7. Nobody can take anything away from him. nor can anyone give anything to him. So we've frozen his assets. What came from the sea has returned to the sea. He came from the sea? He's a sea person? His mother was a sea monkey? No, his dad was a lonely sailor. His mother was one of those sucker fish. We don't know how it worked, but it did. His dad was a curious man. He did things with starfish. All kinds of fish. Anything he noticed sucking on the bottom of the ocean, he would make love to. You must be Serge, the ghost of the boy who died 10 years ago. Who's saying that? Off-screen introduction to... Oh, fucking Sephiroth. Don't move. It's no use. There's no escape that way. All you have to do is come with us. Is he going to jump off fugitive style? Life came from the ocean. It did. But, Sir Karsh, do you think it's truly true that this chap is a ghost? He seems like a perfectly perfect young boy to me. Perfectly perfect. That doesn't matter. We found the boy here just as he said he would, didn't we? Now seize him. I'm gonna fucking punch you. Hold your seahorses. Is it Serge's dad? Whoa, who's this? That's the girl he thinks we're gonna murder, right? This game's cool. Who the fuck? Jump. Ooh, beautiful landing. She kind of looks like a Tekken character. Out of the way, Missy. You don't want to get hurt now, do you? Oh, it's her. Shut your trap. You're the ones who'd better get out of the way. It's from the dream. Got a problem? You have a shaken idea you're dealing with, Misty? That's enough. Listen up, Junior. Our orders are to take you in. We don't want to hurt you. Just come with us. Or else, this Axel man will have to do the talking. For crying out loud, would you just shut up and get on with it? I'm gonna kick your sorry arse so hard you'll kiss the moons. To the moon. Karsh. Fair enough. You leave us no choice. You'll regret this, Missy. The team has come together. I bet you this is going to be the first really difficult battle. Oh, he's got a big axe. This game's good. I bet you it sucks later on. You know? Ugh. It's hard. I think it's hard to finish a JRPG. I love that guy, the way that guy skips into battle. His innate element color is white. Right, that does it. Attack him with the opposite element attribute color, black. Oh, unfortunately unfortunate, I don't have any. You nincompoop, we should always carry elements of every color. How about you there? I'm shaking in my shoes to tell you this, sir, but I don't have any either. Alright, Sir Karsh, black. Alright, so I have cure. I don't have different colored elements. Whoa. Whoa. Hey. Try to finish this guy off. I wonder if this is a scripted loss. These guys have a lot of armor. Yeah.
We don't know how to do that, but we're going to explain how it's done as we talk about how we can't do it. It's just the way we do things, boss.
Shall I cure? No. I don't feel like I'm really nailing this guy much. Ooh, 11. Oh, a miss. Ooh, a miss. How great. Shoulder tackle. What does she got? She's got a fireball. Alright. And what color is this? innate. Ooh, yellow. And fireball's red. So what's the opposite of red? Green? I mean, red is primary color. And so is yellow. Red, blue, and yellow, right? So maybe red and yellow? No, red and blue. Green and yellow are opposite. Green and yellow are the same. Okay, well, we'll try a red one on a yellow and see what happens. Bam, 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 bam. Oof, he's fucking dead. You just killed that guy. I did kill that guy. 4, nice. Let's finish this punk off. 2. It looked pretty scary. He didn't do much damage though. 4. How come his endurance is so low? Should I just guard and try to get my endurance back? Is that how that works? Defend, maybe? 4. Magma bomb. How can we have more items we can use now? Right, magma bomb's yellow, and they were what? A yellow and a green? Oh, we can cure later. Let's try to hit this guy. Maybe we'll do better because he doesn't have armor. Yes, we did. 6. I did 4, he did 6. He missed. So we have a -2 on that. Let's see if she can stab this guy. 2. 6. Let's try to defend him. See if, oh no, we have full stamina now. So yeah, let's kick his ass. Oh. 11. Wow, 11 on that level too. Oh, she's got shitloads of stuff. Oof. Man, that fireball is hard hitting. I like that. Na-na-na-na-na-na. Ooh, sweet dodge, Sergi boy. God, I wish this had timed attacks and defense. Just keep it interesting, you know? Paper Mario style. Or Super Mario RPG style. Or South Park Stick of Truth style. It looks like Jared Leto. Come to my island festival. The theme is cult. But we're not actually a cult. We're just making fun of people who said our festivals for 30 Seconds to Mars are culty. And how do we make fun of them? By acting like it's a big cult. So, if everybody acts like it's a big cult and does culty things, it's definitely not a cult because you were acting, right? Or maybe it is like a cult. Maybe it was like a cult all along. Maybe the real cult is the cult we culted. I think it is. Okay, so how do we get our stamina back? That's what I want to know. This guy looks pissed. Oh shit, he looks damaged, and now he's riding a dragon. She's okay. 21. We just need to heal her. Can you hit this guy with some magma? Let's see if we can attack and still heal. There we go. I'll heal you. Cure +1. Heal the girl. I would like to heal the girl. He's leaning. Big boss here. Get him. Waka waka. Sweet miss. Does look like they're sort of dueling. God, he is not an exciting looking character, is he? Smack him. Whack him. Oof. 11. Oh. 18. Way to go, big boy. You really got them. Surge and Friends reached a new growth level. growth. Sometimes you go to Ibiza in Spain, and people act growth. Alright, I got some bone stuff. It's good. It's good. Sir Karsh, I say we shake it on out of here so that we can live to fight another day. Oh no, these are like those two goofy guys you have to constantly fight in Final Fantasy X too. Damn cowards. There's for you, Missy. You won't forget this. Ulfrin TV, how are you? Ooh, I'm so scared. Yes, I'm playing the original. The remaster looks shitty. Be happy to take you on any time. Think I used to scum like you. Ah. You alright, mate? Nod. Hands? Serge. Your name's Serge. Ain't it? I could see that, yeah. I could see him joining the squad. Will he be comic relief or will he be serious? I can't tell. So she knows Serge. Oh, me? My name's whatever you want it to be. Kid. Okay, we'll keep it Kid. The remaster is literally a PS1 package inside an emulator. Sold as a remaster. Ooh, God. That's lame. Call me Kid. Nice to meet ya. Just gonna stand by and watch those blokes gang up on you like that. Can't tell if she's British or Australian. Bloke sounds British, I think. I just pissed the bloody hell out of me. I wish I could have beat him up some more. But why was that mob after you? Don't know. What do you mean you've even met him before, eh? Oh, forget it. Let's walk slowly up here. But you know, make it look like your legs are really moving. But go slowly. Well, that's why I think she's Australian, just the way she looks kind of beachy and blonde. Hey, Serge. But I'm not doing an Australian accent. How about you and me team up for a while? You know what I mean? That Kosh fella ain't gonna just leave you alone, that's for sure. They just did the AI thing that's supposed to enhance the visuals. Oh. I fucking... Like what they did with the GTA stuff. That AI doing your job for you is... how about I just get AI to pay you? How about that? Eh? I'm sure it works in some instances, but not for a whole game. I'm gonna tell you the truth. I'm new to these islands. It's pretty lonely traveling around here on my own. So about it, Serge. Perhaps it was fate that we would meet up like this. Travel together, refuse. I would imagine if we refuse, she does not take no for an answer, but just to be on the safe side, just to be a little simp, we'll travel together. Dude, mate, I decided it then. We're real good mates now. Anyways, it'll be getting dark soon. Suggest we head up to Arnie and shack up for the night. Alright, she wants to travel together. Hehehe. It's dark, and we're gonna go shack up. I don't get it. Oh, and Serge. This is gonna be it. The next line is her gonna be saying something like, don't get any funny business, or I have a boyfriend, or... That's my guess. Don't go trying any funny stuff just 'cause I'm cute, no. Can I predict easily predictable things?
Yeah.
She does, except if you say no. Oh! Cool. Really? If you say no, that's it? You don't travel together? Game over. Oh, we're here with this bird, this twerking bird. Oi, let's get our asses down to Termina. Yes. Yes. Oh yeah, mate, I nearly forgot. Let me give you this. It's a teleporter. You port your members from afar. Oh, you're handy, get it? All you have to do is... It's a pain in the arse to explain. Somebody stupid as you, look it up in the menu. Surge received teleporter. We put a dash in the middle. World building. I'm not gonna rest here, you little shit. Pay you 100. Man. Alright, teleporter. Hey. You again. There ain't no Surge here, and there ain't never was. Yeah, I'm not, I'm not great at keeping those accents straight. What did you say? We better go to the Termina. To Termina or out of Termina? Let's get the fuck out of Termina. That's some big brain stuff, isn't it? I'm so glad there isn't random battles here. The Hydra Marshes. That looks dangerous. These look like pot plants from up here. Oh, yes, Steve? Uh-oh. You can't come here, game character.
Our excavation is nearly complete. Stick to the low path and make your way through. Still have some of our men working on the high ground, so do not interfere with their work.
Oh, we can go through. I did not predict that correctly. Oh, the music.
Supernatural phenomenon up there. It is off limits. Are you the exorcist we sent for?
Yes, we are.
Great. Thought you'd be a little older. Make your way up a rope ladder.
Okay.
Cool.
Are you the exorcist, young and unexpected? Anyway, do you howling sound from down yonder? All I want you to do is stop that noise. Don't believe in ghosts, but go do what you have to do.
Hear ye. This really does feel like a Super Nintendo JRPG, like a Square Enix Super Nintendo one, just expanded into the PS1. Yeah, this is... Well, Steve, they're using, like, real CD sounds. So sometimes there'll be a bit of a load, because it has to load the music. But it's real instruments, man. It's a funny skeleton man. Looks like I'm causing quite a stir. I've been waiting forever for someone like you. Yeah, I know. You and I are both dead, eh? Ooh. I don't know how I ended up like this. I don't have a body and I don't remember a thing. You understand what I'm going through, don't you? but I have a feeling everything will come back to me once I find my body parts. How about it? Will you help me find my body? I ain't got no body. Sure. Yeah. I'm heavier than I look, but I hope you don't mind. And don't swing me around too much. I start feeling nauseous. Serge received a heavy skull. Don't you be putting that in my mouth. Sir Karsh, the Isle of the Damned Incident. Who's the composer? Shit. We covered them on the last show. Yes, Lord Matsuda. No one's been down there yet. There might be a monster that'll bite your head off. Which one? Why am I in charge here? It's only my first day on the job. Why am I in charge here? It's only my first day on the job. Why am I in charge here? Hey, don't go down there. I'm the one that's going to get it from the boss if I let anyone down there. I really think there's a monster down below. Serge picked the bellflower gently. I'm gonna pick you gently. Mr. Xenoblade. Oh my god, I love the character designs. Drongo. I mean, it looks like a cactuar, but I'll take it. Click, clop, cloop. Fuck yeah. They can't dodge. They're stationary trees. Whoa, chicken talon. To the face. Take out Drongo. Ooh. So how do you get your stamina back? Defend? If I should defend. Oh, we got full stamina, so what's the matter? I guess you just don't have stamina for one turn? I don't know. A new challenger has entered. Dodo. Whacking him. Okay, stamina's back. Defending or going into the negative with a spell. Okay. Thank you, Risky Boots. Does it matter the timing when you press your attack? Sometimes I feel like when I spam, I miss more. But could be just my imagination. Running away with me. We can pass the turn to another party member if they have stamina. Okay. She has lots of stamina. Now you go hit that bird. It's a dodo. They're extinct. And they're good at dodging. Well, they're endangered. I don't care, kid. You take that knife over there and you cut that dojo up. That dojo. Pass the tuna. I'm going to hit this guy with a bloody fireball. +2. I love the way these fireballs hit him. The impact of it. Yeah. 38. Not a lot. Squark. This could be bad. Maybe defend when he says squark. Peck. Jesus. 52? Good thing I have the power to cure myself. 45. But he killed me for 52 with that peck, and I was defending too. So we could die. If he squarks again. Maybe she should heal this fella.
Heal me.
We want to get over 51. How much does the tablet do? 30? Whoa. Big. Does it matter? I guess they have different ratings for their magic and stuff. Who does the most damage to the fireball? Nice defend. Okay, we got a point for it. And I guess that'll stop him from nailing us the next time. 3. Not great. Okay, let's pump up the stamina. Yeah. Is he gonna squark me? Ooh. So going into the negative of the spell or defending? Okay. This guy's got a lot of health. Oh, this is a big bird. She's got a lot of spells, though. Magma Bomb. Oh, that was the last dodo. There's a very old version of the Final Fantasy 13. That's an interesting way of looking at it. She nuked him. Bum, 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 bum. Yeah, with that much health, you think they'd survive? Okay, we went up here and we and just talked. Hey, why can't I get on this thing? Doesn't matter. Oh yeah, the guy said don't go down there. Okay. And this takes us nowhere. Was this a door? From the victory theme in this game. Oh, that's Lucas' theme from Chrono Trigger. It's such a beautiful, beautiful theme. It's very pleasing. It definitely feels like you've won and everybody's dead. So there's no danger. It's so peaceful. I'll never need to fight again. Okay, well, that's where we came up from. That guy's just in the bones. That was taken care of. Sir Karsh with the Isle of the Damned Incidents. Alright, so maybe we need to go there, to the Isle of... Okay, so we got the skull. Send your invoice to Viper Manor. Okay, so we dealt with what they needed, I guess, and send the receipt. The guy said, invoice us. Skulls are not supposed to jump around. It's potato up here under backgrounds. Oh yeah, it's very. It can be very odd. Of like, what's the path up to the next one? There's not really a lot of depth to it, and sometimes they make your character jump or something, and that's just very context-y. Anyway, we'll take care of the rest. Send the invoice to Viper Manor. And then this guy said something about the Isle of Dr. Moreau. Okay. Well, I guess we can go. The Isle of Damned Incidents. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, that was just one section of this area. Shit. There's a man claiming to be a priest. Sent it back. He was a fake. Maybe he was the real one. That stupid fake. Not real like you guys. That are definitely the most young we've ever seen in our life. It's Pepor. Shake it. We can't just shake it back to the manor like this. We failed on our mission. That was awfully awful back there, Pepor. I want a rematch. By the way, do you remember what kind of outfit he was shaking? Is that his thing? He's like, in Philadelphia, they say John for everything. Like, check out this John. That's a good John. According to the show Bel Air, anyway. Produced by Will Smith. He says shaken. Just something justly like that, Pepper. Oh, you remember? So we look like that, huh? Actually, it is him, Pepper. So you sure about that? Wonderful timing, Pepper. Let's shake it. We're really gonna shake it to you this time, mother shaking shaker. Oh, I got their silly music. This time I made sure to bring a black element. Let's learn about black elements, Pepper. So the salt brought the black. Did you bring white? Shake it up. Oh, that's why this guy says shake all the time. Oh, God. I didn't even realize these guys were salt and pepper and that they looked like salt and pepper, I guess. Why would salt be tall and thin? Because you don't use that much? Ooh, a nice folded paper towel. This music is pretty nice for a battle. Dynamic. I guess I should hit this guy with white because he's got black. He turned me. That was no black attack element you used just now, was it? It was a black element that makes your foe more susceptible to attacks of the opposite color attribute. White, wasn't it? I'm afraid you're right. How terribly terrible. Yeah, this is a lot of crazy element stuff, and it's a bit goofy. You did bring a white attack element with you. I feel like I'm watching a fucking children's show for very small, not even children, like toddlers. If you didn't bring one with you, you're more stupid than I thought. Can you say stupid? El stupido? How awfully awful. I'm afraid I didn't, Pepper. Am I supposed to be using different colors? Strengthen. How do they look like salt and pepper? I guess like a lot of salt shakers are tall and thin. And sometimes salt or pepper shakers are short and squat. They both look like different kinds of shakers. Just use your mind, Horking. Alright, I don't know if I should be hitting these guys with, like, a color or... I don't know what the fuck is going on. I didn't see what that was. The info disappeared. Pepper box. It said lures. I saw the lures part with a weird R. Oh! I like the different visual to show them that they're damaged. That's cool. I feel like not a lot of JRPGs back then did that.
She's got a nice belly.
Final Fantasy Mystic Quest did it? Cool. Well, wow. Oh, low res and high res. It's for defense. Okay. Low res. And res would mean resuscitation. Oh, I like the way he stuck around. Is this guy paralyzed? Did he fall off his horse? Meatballs. Yeah, the 3D models are pretty great. It definitely feels like a late era PS1 game. That was a really fucking long tutorial where I didn't get to do anything and I just watched them do things to me. That was a weird tutorial. Ba, 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 ba. Retreat. Let's shake it on out of here. Now let's get serious. Nope. Let's just move on. That's a strong song. Looks like Greece. Sorry, I'm totally out of bellflowers. There's a big ruckus down in Fossil Valley. No, I can't. It just seems so rude to turn it off. Men from the Dragoons were setting roadblocks in the valley. I'll get some in a few days. Come back again then. Young man, he looks like he might join our party. You have my sincerest apologies. I understand we are here to protect you as Acacia Dragoons. Those knights should be done with their work shortly. That's alright. I can get my flowers from other places too, you know. Never mind that. I haven't seen Karsh around here lately. How's he doing? Well, he said he was gonna go ghost hunting down south. Whatever that means. I'm just a private, so I don't know it for certain, but I heard a rumor that Lord Viper ordered him to go. A ghost? Well, that's something. No, that is something. Now that's something. I just hope it's not a sign of a coming disaster. If you ever see him, give him my regards. I will do that, and I will be back, too. Look at his nice golden hair. I want him in my party. Oh, yeah, that. Gosh, is that bastard we saw at chapel. At the Cape, I mean. And the ghost he's hunting. Ain't that you, mate? So that Acacia Dragoon mob is behind this after all. Let's check this place out a bit more. Do you need me to read this? Can you guys just read? you kept yourself oblivious about anything about Chrono Cross so you can get a fresh experience when you finally decide to try it. But from what you hear, the OST, you're really excited to play the game. Yeah, baby. I mean, listen to this shit. Sweet Glen, a member of the Acacia Dragoons. Pretty popular. Yeah, Horky's not big into the JRPGs. He likes games where you can kill innocent turtles. And it surprises me to see that naughty little boy grown so mature. Makes me feel my age. Yeah, it's a bit of a jumble background. Hi-ho. Yes, we did it. We just used the greeting we were taught by the hero Pierre. We're visitors vacationing from Pâtreron, not to be confused with Pierre. It's very beautiful out here, and the food is great. We've only got good things to say about this place. We are brother and sister, and we sleep in the same bed to save money. Yesterday we toured the place by boat. I highly recommend it. If you ask the boy near the shrines, he'll let you on the boat. We like to ride in the same boat to save money. We are filming a video in here about a brother and a sister to make money. Perhaps you've heard it. Boom, 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 boom. Bar. I'll go to bar. Ooh, chandelabra. This looks like a medieval eating hall. This guy thinks the frozen flame is some kind of jewel or something. I'd say things aren't that easy. It's probably a monster of some sort. Oh, cool. Trigger, pour, connections. Once you gaze at it, boom! You're well done like a steak at a barbecue. Well, you're free to dream, but daily work is always the best. Nothing beats hard work and dedication. I've been fired from my job, and I'm really strapped for cash. And I was offered to be in a movie by this brother and sister upstairs. Everybody wants the frozen flame. The world's richest man. The Terminian dream. Saw Miss Riddle visiting the shrines again. She made a darling couple with her childhood sweetheart Dario. Such a pity that he died so young. Oh! They say beautiful women rarely find happiness. How about me? Do I look happy? You look unhappy. Oh my, do I? Thank you. Although I know it's just flattery. She looks like the girl with the pearl earring. Ever since Dario died, one of the chairs for the 4 divas of the Acacia Dragoons is vacant. It is very Stardew Valley-ish, yeah. I wonder if he's inspired by it. Oh my god, Foxy Lady. Welcome to the Dragon's Tail. Our house is open to all, but we don't allow any tabs or brawls. Put your feet up and have a grand time, but don't fight and pay your bill. Port Town loves travelers. She loves everybody. One more order of squid gut pasta. More? That's all you eat. Try some of the other dishes. Okay. Oh, that Dragon's Tail sign? I know, it kind of looks like something out of King's Quest or something. Who's this guy? Guile. My name is Guile. I am having a certain bet with the fortune teller by the bridge. Why am I dressed like this? Well, I was just in a movie with his brother and sister upstairs. If I can bring the item of proof from the manor within a week, I shall win. If I cannot, I shall lose, but as there is a trick behind any mysterious magic, there is no such thing as an impregnable fortress in this world, or an impregnable woman. Just ask Guile and his 99 children. A toast to the wall. I want to see this woman's face. That's all you get. I think Final Fantasy VII sold so much on the CGI. And then Square was just obsessed after that. They're like, that's what we need to do. Every Final Fantasy game needs to be mind-blowingly impressive. Oh, maybe we're going to see Mickey. When I was a young girl, it was a luxury for even a girl to have any makeup on. Nowadays, even the boys are becoming glamorous. As long as it's trendy, I might as well join in with the youngsters and show off my go-go dancing. Lisa's. Yeah, well, you weren't going to play them on an N64, I guess. You'd have to play them on like a Super Nintendo or PS2. A Game Boy. PC. Looking for a useful element. Even for dragoons like us who train daily, element selection is crucial. One selection can make or break you. Mom said you can only have one magical weapon because you're still a child. Oh yeah, Final Fantasy, I mean, I was just so hooked into that world, and what I like about Final Fantasy VII is that it starts very simple, and then it grows into a lot of crazy stuff, but it really takes its time. Lisa. How may I help you, Lisa? Do you like to look at my background? Heals sprains and yellow status. Yeah, I'll take one. I'll take some ointment. What can I rub it on? It'd be nice if she had a cure. Oh no, there's cure and there's heal. I don't know what that does. I have to try Dragon Quest too. Fireball! These are pretty good. Let's load up on these guys. Give a couple to each. Aqua Beam. Oh, I've got lots. Ice Lance. Oh man, we're gonna fuck these people up. That's a good way to put it, Risky Boots. Final Fantasy VII has a strong hook intro, but it does leave a strong impression. Like overall, the whole game, you know, you're seeing so much of the world. But you always remember Midgar. God, I just wanted to hang around Midgar so much. Ooh. I should try Shantae as well. I went on my usual trip to the Shadow Forest to gather wild plants. Believe it or not, I found a rare blue-tip mushroom. How about that? Do you envy me? I envy you. I thought so. To begin with, this mushroom only sprouts one day out of the year. Okay, I'm going to tell you a big secret. I don't want to see your penis. But it's big. Deep inside the forest. Are you talking? There's a very large tree. The tree has a big hole in it. This hole leads to an underground waterway, which is the perfect place for rare mushrooms to grow. Do not do anything else with the hole. If you go deeper into the waterway, you'll end up in Master Viper's manor. Does that surprise you? Master Viper must also gather mushrooms in his spare time. He's truly a great man. Master Viper understands how to appreciate good mushrooms. What a wonderful lord is he. Where'd I get in Elden Ring? I went to Nokron. I went underground, and I fought all those people, and I got the Mimic Tier. Yeah, I got the Mimic Tier. Now I can beat the game. She's gonna dress like a nun. Or a pilgrim. Master Viper, I'm here to polish your statue again. Yeah, I found that area was really beautiful and a little bit anticlimactic with what you have to do at the end. I thought there was going to be a huge boss. Music's fading out. Alright, this guy likes the manor. He likes his Master Viper. The manor design incorporates the surrounding terrain to its advantage, making it an impenetrable fortress. 2 powerful soldiers standing guard in front of the main gates. But if you're an upright citizen, you can get invited to the garden party. Alright, it's settled.
We've got to sneak into Viper Manor.
Got to find out what those Acacia dragons are up to, right? I was called trying to capture you. Got some business there as well, so I'll go with you. About a surge. Yeah, let's go. Got the grandpa here. If we don't plan this right, it'll cost us our lives. Anyway, back to this very relaxing, fun, casual music. I wonder who that boss is I didn't fight in that Elden Ring area. Hopefully I will get to fight them. What a beautifully detailed environment. And that's how the 6 great dragons sealed the dark evil and restored peace to the land. The end. Go to bed. Mom, it's light out. Do dragons really exist? How big are they? How sick. This is a fairy tale. The old people made it up. But Mom, Cortes says dragons still exist. Are you still playing with that boy? How many times have I told you to stay away from him? Besides, this hocus pocus like that. It's making Guldo so remote to us in the main island. Where in the world you can find such a thing as the dragon here? Sorry, son, as I'm wishing you bed. Too bad there are 2 strangers that have appeared in our room and are just watching us talk. Any child who believes in such nonsense is not a child of this family? No way, I belong to this family. Get the fuck out. You go sleep on the street. There. You're not gonna get better if you don't listen to me. Oh, harsh. If you don't listen to your mother, that cough will become fatal. Now, if you promise me you won't play with Corch anymore, I will tell the next story and give you your cough medicine. I promise, please. Save my life. Please. Okay, what should I read you next? Is this a children's hospital? How absolutely irradiated? Oh, yeah. We're the important people in the sun. What's this? Oh no. Whenever I see that hat, it kind of gives me bad memories of Gloop and Glarm from Final Fantasy IX. Where'd you be? Grandmother, travelers traveling through, passing through, Grandma. My, am I so sorry? My eyes have become really weak in my old age, and I thought that my grandson would come back. My grandson was such a cute boy. He was plump and cheerful. He loved to make people laugh. That's why the boy joined the circus to become a clown. For the first few years, he wrote letters to me almost daily. He always said how gratifying the work was, although it was very challenging. I couldn't really show the letters to my friends at work because, while their kids went off to become doctors, mine was a clown. One day, his letters suddenly stopped coming. I haven't heard from him since. So maybe he got out of the whole clown thing or died. Either way, not a clown. Hope he wasn't in an accident or something. I just pray I might see his cheerful face once more before the heavens come claim my soul. Grandma keeps waiting for her grandson to come back. She always tells me stories about him, but we don't know where he is. If you ever meet him in your travels, please tell him Grandma's waiting for him. Wink, wink. I believe his name was Skelly. Wow! Here we go. It's all coming together. Grandma. You're never gonna believe this. What do I do now? I think we can just use it. Put the head in the cage. Smells delicious. I can't wait till it's done cooking. Who said that? Alright, well, we have Skelly. And Skelly did something unprompted. And they didn't say anything else after that. So what the fuck? Alright, so they said if you want to get into Viper Manor, there's a shortcut you can take. Mother, please. The stories. Please. Mom, the stories. Read them to me or I'll choke and die, and everyone will blame you, Mother. Mother. You want to go to Shadow Forest? It's not that dark. I mean, bring a flashlight, but it's not that dark. Why don't we go to Viper Manor and see it, just look at it. Oh. Identify yourself. Ooh, this looks like a scene out of Kingdom Hearts. I'm Hands on Hips, man. Who the hell are you? This is Viper Manor. Okay, there's that advice they gave us. They said, go to a place and you can sneak into Viper Manor. Was that the Shadow Forest? Oh, it's like the only place else you can go. So let's go. If it's not the right way, they'll probably block it off. What's this little fleshy looking pink thing phallically fapping about? We cannot allow you to go beyond this point. I ask that you turn back. Okay. No negotiation. Okay. I've heard this song now. It's that silky smooth fretless bass. You guys could just buy a Pacific Island. $20. La da da. Alright, where are we supposed to go? He needs a sturdy boat and a sailor. Guile enigmatically joined your party.
My name's Guile.
Guile.
Guile to you.
And I had the name first, before that guy from Street Fighter. Select a member from your party? What the fuck? You're in, Guile with the long hair.
You guys are how old?
17?
Old enough. I'm Guile.
I wear a creepy mask and stand in the corner alone. Once you find a boat, leave the rest to me. I'll guide you. I believe the fortune teller said the target for the bet is located at the manor's mess hall. We gotta get this boat. And he fucking floats. The man is not touching the ground. Either we're high, or he's high on something that gives you magical power. I found the other way. Let your drink smelled floaty McFloater. There's that cool pop star. Look, it's Vivi.
Who might you be? Fortune be good, fortune be bad. Anything from reading your destiny to searching for the missing. Do you wish your fortune be read?
Yeah. Surge. This is interesting. You're not dead or anything, are you? As a matter of fact, kind of am dead. It's complicated. Who called me back from the Great Beyond? He might be the key to the destruction of the entire planet. Can't say for sure, but fate seems to have a great task for you. Also, you're gonna eat cotton candy later and get diarrhea. Next. Alright. She doesn't believe it. Read her. In your eyes, I perceive both the look of a beauty and the look of a beast. Be mindful not to bring about your own end, my dear. A dream lies in wait, reaching out to engulf you. Sorry, Mom, I don't believe in fortune telling at all. Make way for my own future by myself. Alright, no, one more. Guile. Sir Guile, how was it? Did you find the item? Ma'am, do not rush me so. The deadline is not yet upon us. I will be going now. The dining room of the manor. Well, creepy stuff. The prize of all prizes, a rare catch, a live mermaid. Hey, like the girl from the beginning of the story. That's what you call a real treasure. Remember that, kids. Fortunately, this one isn't for sale. She's my most valuable item. Gross! We're not going to sell this one into sexual weird slavery, but I'll keep her. There, we got her in this tiny cage. Well, it's not a cage, it's an aquarium. This isn't some stuffed animal. She's really alive. Go ahead, poke the glass. Watch her squirm. Pure, clear skin. Look, it's made from crystal. Her gem-like eyes. She's the ultimate collector's item. She's like a shiny Pokemon card. Nature's creations are indeed great. Alright, Korcha from Goldove. Wonder what happens next.